I put Minecraft's crazy April Fool's snapshot onto my server and let all of you, the viewers, join to see what secret stuff we can find. Sponges can be used to remove lava, but change overworld shape. I don't see any problem with that one. What is happening? Why are you so much smaller? Oh my gosh. Look at all the things that already got voted in. We can no longer fit into houses. What in the world? We have our own house over here for the tall people. And Minecraft crashed. It turns out there's a lot of crazy stuff in this snapshot. And as you'll see, some of the stuff will actually crash the game. Looks like the hunger one passed. Now we all have infinite hunger. What else can we vote for? You can get a choice to repeal once again. What in the world? What is this? Oh my goodness. Look at all the colors of the leaves. This is a dark oak. Let's go check out the savanna. It says savanna is a magenta. Oh my goodness, it is. You can clearly see where the savanna biome ends. With commands turned on, I can vote for any of the almost 200 different secret changes added into this Minecraft April Fools. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let me know if you know any of the references to each of these. What? You can completely customize blocks? Oh, you just right click these to change them. This is called cheese. Oh, it's cheese. What is cheese doing? There's only one place that has cheese. We need to get to the moon. So we voted for slime bouncing. Slime bouncing, let's see if we can get up to the moon. I kept getting bumped off my slime, so let's try to get there a different way. So it looks like there's a portal that's made. So you make the portal just by doing this, adding water to it. Oh, what the world? They put it really high up in the air. I guess it's like the sky dimension that everybody wants. There's nothing up there, so you just fall back down. That's funny. Oh, if you use the set blocked other portal, it actually produces that cool kind of water portal. There's also these bottle of cod. Wait, is this the one that turns into a cod? Oh my goodness. In the creative menu, there is potions for like every single mob. You just drink them and you turn into them. So the new plan is to figure out how to make these bottles and use them to help everybody get to the moon. Replace items with bottle of void. Replace all blocks of redstone into the bottles of void of the inventory. And actually switch out this item for us. So when you vote for drinking air, all your normal glass bottles will turn into glass bottles filled with air. And then attempting to drink this air will produce the bottle of void. Okay. Right click it. Oh, it just switches out. We get whatever mob it is. Then we can drink that. Turn into that mob. And then drinking a bottle of void will convert you back with a little bit of damage. But there is a chance that the bottle of void will just kill you. So when it turns itself into a wither and use the transform command, you can transform into any entity that you would like to. And the flying ones actually let you fly too. As well as allowed to scale yourself so you could be a really big mob. Look at that, I turned myself into a painting. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, look at that. It's a baby ender dragon. Aww. But getting back to our moon mission, we can use the bottles of air for another thing. Use that to craft air. We can craft the air into packed air. Can't even see where the packed air is. Oh, so every time you feed it to the cow gets bigger. Oh, that's crazy. Oh! And then it just zips up into the air? Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, there he goes! Oh, that's awesome. Cow launches up in the air. Takes you to the moon, I guess. Oh, that's crazy. You still see the sun. You can't see the moon. And then this is supposed to be like, I guess, the Minecraft Earth behind it. Oh, there it comes down. You actually get taken to the biome of the moon. These are the moon cows. Oh my goodness, look at the moon cows. They got glass blocks over their heads. Like they have a way to breathe. And they're moonwalking. They're going backwards. Oh, that's so cute. And this is where you can also get all the cheese. Oh, the blocks, they float. Wait. Oh, you also kind of float when you jump too. We're on the moon, guys. Get tons of cheese blocks. So you can eat the cheese. So if I eat the cheese, it actually increases the saturation. And you can also make vertical slabs. That's crazy. So if you use a debug stick on the different slices of the cheese, it goes through all 255 different variations. Let's see what the moon cows give us when we kill them. Oh my goodness. I put looting on it. Look at that. Tons of cheese, bones. They have lots of air in them. Oh, it's a rover. So in the moon dimension, you can find those self-building lunar bases. And they're just spawn out here as part of the structures. And when you activate them, that's when the whole thing starts to do its craziness. Talk about crazy. And in these structures are these things called copper spleaves, which are kind of like leaves, I guess. And when you touch them, they just fall to pieces. It's like you're getting spleefed. Really cool for like degradable kind of like bridges. And in these, you can find spawn eggs. So you could play this in a snapshot in order to get spawn eggs in survival. And then use these on spawners in survival to actually change out the mob which is produced by them. So from the moon, you can actually see the small Earth. Okay, so we did the changing of the world shape. So now it's like a teapot, a circle. There's some that are kind of squarish. So on the moon, there is air bubbles. So when you do run out of air, you do take damage. When you eventually die, you will get a special death message. Rays experience the dark side of the moon. Glass bottles with air, as well as air blocks and the packed air, can all be used underneath the water to replenish your air bubbles. You also can eat the air blocks, which will refill it completely. The packed air can actually be placed. And these work the same way on the moon, where of course you would need to have some air, with the air that comes from the packed block just dispersing into the atmosphere. You can also inflate the moon cows in order to get back to the overworld. Whee! And on the moon, beds do blow up. It turned out one called bed PvP. Oh! You just smuck whatever you want with a bed and it blows up on them. That's funny. There's one that says that pistons will explode when they're powered. Oh! Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's try AFK fishing. We voted for to get better fish loot. Look at all the stuff they're getting from their AFK fishing. What the? I can see why we're getting so many items on the server. Oh, now mine's working too. That's crazy. Okay, so now we know why you don't have that one turned on. Otherwise, it crashes the server. What is happening here? Oh, we got baguettes turned on French mode. Dude, someone's also massively huge. Oh, it also gives us a huge mustache. Like a huge sword. So everything is in French, and we got the little French flag as well as the baguette. What's happening to us? This is horrible. We look like little ants down there. B5O I look massive. It's effect, a big infinite effect. Wait, so if we do effect clear. Oh, I'm normal now. Small effect. Look how small you are. What the heck? You look so crazy. You're like a little mouse playing Minecraft. So small. You can turn on potion big as well as potion small. It says you can brew these by using a rabbit hide in order to get the potion of small, and an enchanted bottle in order to get to the potion of big. Let's remove the smallness. Now you can see the wheel legs. What in the world? And the arms? It's like we're a tank going across the world. What if we do the infinite flight now? Always flying will enable that. I look kind of like a tank. This is so funny. It's like propellers. So this one's called flailing, and this is the different types. There's a mild one, there's a wild one. Kind of reference to Steve in the older versions of Minecraft. There's also this crazy one. We stop all flailing. Your player just scoots around the ground without any movement. But now someone turned on the jumping one, or the fast one. Everybody's moving like insanely fast. Whee! There's a few people that are opt on the server that can change out stuff. Oh! We got the big head turned on. Look how big my head is. Dude, it's massive. Everybody's head looks so funny being really big. What happened? Someone made the moon really big. We're getting pulled towards it. Moon gravity is too powerful. It's pulling us towards the moon. Now Minecarts finally have wheels. Like so much better. Uh-oh, we got some crazy ones approved. We're going to replace S with S and replace M with M, and all H's have strikes under them. Changing out the lettering. Mess with pixels. Always render as gold. Different letters or different colors. All the A's are purple. So we turned on the AI attack and it just turned this person into a bot. Supposedly. Seemed like a normal person to me. But they definitely have a bot in their name. They even make beeping noises. So there's one called push limit where you can change the push limit, I guess. Let's see if it actually works. Oh, it does. Oh, that's crazy. You can create really insane flying machines with tons of blocks attached to them. This is a reference to back in the day when they added pistons. People made mods so they could push away more. It turns out when you set to anonymize skins, it gives everybody one of the default skins instead of your own skin. So if I change it back to repel, look at that. So I turned on both the pickaxe block and the place block, and let's see if they work. This one's a pickaxe one, so I think we can turn this towards whatever we want it to work on. I think this side is the side it should work on. Let's power it. Look at that. Mine's the tree. It drops his item. There's also place block. So what we need to do is hook up a hopper to this. So we could hook it up with, let's say, some saplings. Put the saplings inside of there. Power. It's gonna plant a sapling. It uses them from the hopper back here. So we can automate removing blocks as well as placing blocks. It's pretty crazy. But people always wanted, right? Now we have it. And it turns out you can actually move these blocks, which is pretty crazy. So you put them on a flying machine, have them fly through the air and remove blocks or place blocks. There's even recipes for these. You can see it takes cobble. It's kind of like a dispenser, but there's a hopper on it too. And to craft a pickaxe one, I guess it's just put a pickaxe inside of what almost looks like a dropper. The World of Giants makes all the mobs huge. There's an Enderman over here. Look how big he is. Creepers actually do more damage. Oh my gosh, look at that huge hole they made. Look at the cats! Cats are massive! You can ride them like a tiger. And the villagers, the iron golem. Don't want to mess with the big boys. These guys are so big. They're like Alice in Wonderland. They're literally popping out of the house. Oh, the zombie apocalypse. It's like the infested game. So the zombies go after mobs. As soon as they touch them, they turn to zombies. I wonder what happens with the player. Oh, they just kill me. I don't turn into a zombie. So we turned on universal jib, and when you get name tags that are called jib, and you name something, they change colors. Look at the villager. His face is changing all sorts of colors. Let's do it to a wolf. Oh my goodness! You can see the colors changing. The sheep even look a little bit different when I name tag them. Okay, let's turn on the Midas touch. Supposedly, if you touch something, you're... Oh! So I'm shiny gold, okay. Let's see if I touch something. Oh! Oh! Oh, the dog turned to gold too! I didn't mean to do that, doggy. Wait, the dog's also frozen. Oh, the tail's all the way down underneath. I think it died! Oh no! What if I want to touch a villager? Hello, villager, I just want to visit you. I guess these are all textures on top of it. Poor villager. Well, at least I can trade with it. Yeah, I think I can still break blocks. It's just things that my feet touch. Oh no! When I break blocks, turn to gold. See, it's a log, right? And then when I get close to pick it up, it turns into gold. No, that'd be the worst one. You couldn't like progress your world. Dude, you can't even stand on top of these. They're like an actual block. Look at that, I stand on top of the villager. It's a statue. It's probably used in all the new different type of entity collisions. This also applies to chest. When you open them up, you get these really cool gold in the chest. Texture isn't quite perfect for the double chest one. So the Midas touch, when you pick up a normal apple, it turns into gold apples that are enchanted. And other items turn into gold ingots. Let's try the carrots. Carrots turn to gold carrots. Easiest way to get food. I guess you're stuck eating everything that's gold. Keep. But when you turn on, it gives you a cape. It says, gives everyone an awesome cape. So it has the word awesome wrote on a cape. So for the cape, there's actually different types of capes. Here's a X, the squid cape, a rainbow version. Oh, there's even a vet one with a little kitty on it. So you can tend to be a veterinarian. So a bunch of different capes, they have different things also pop up. No round shapes allowed. Oh, so it's the cross over the circle. Give everyone a squid cape squid. It also says, nya 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 uwu. Give all the animals lovers a veterinarian cape. Might be a reference that people wanted the veteran cape. Some pretty funny references there. We turned on unstable TNT. So it's like the olden day TNT where when you try to break it, it just ignites. This is how it used to be back in the day. So there's one called undead players, meaning that you're just kind of like a zombie. So when you go out in the sunlight, you will actually catch on fire. What did I just do? I turned on uncontrollable lava. It just keeps going. No! Repel. You can essentially make infinite lava doing that. It's kind of scary. There's also fire sponge. Fly sponges can remove lava. That's exactly what we need. Let's grab a sponge. Oh, look at that. Get rid of all this lava. People always wanted lava sponges in survival. Now you can. That's pretty crazy. They turned one on called Ultra Realistic Mode, and holy muggers. Makes everything seem so realistic. If we go into survival, we walk slowly. We also got water. So apparently we need to drink. We get thirsty. Might be a cool way to play survival. Make it more realistic. It's so realistic when you use your fist to break a block, it hurts you. Because, yeah, punching a tree in real life would really hurt. Just by going inside of water, you can replenish your thirst. You also drink bottles of water to refill your thirst. The transparent players turns the players into ghosts, essentially. So the transform skill one is how you can change your size. Wow, so you can really shrink yourself down. Wait, oh, X-ray. Guys, X-ray. See in the ground. Big numbers make us into giants. There's one potion called ray tracing. Let's give it a try. This character. Okay, there's also a ray tracing rule. Apply ray tracing. Note, ray tracing requires additional processing resources. Oh, ray tracing joined the game. I'm hitting tab, but you can't see any actual player. Maybe it's not ray tracing, maybe it's ray tracking. Maybe this is actually something that's tracking me because my name is Ray. Oh, there's ray tracing. It's a little character. That's funny. It actually has pretty good AI. It says, I'm here to mine some blocks, chew bubblegum, and I'm out of bubblegum. Maybe he's going to start playing Minecraft. Try to get rid of the ray tracing. I have to go put out a fire in a real world. Bye. And he logs off. So if you turn on trails of tails, you get a tail sticking out of your player. Oh, and when you walk, you make trails. Trails and tails like this. And there's quite a few different types of tails that the player can get. Some of them just look like arms or legs. TNT tennis. Oh, wow. Using a knockback sword, you can. That's so cool. You can make some kind of like mini game like this where you can launch TNT at people. That's actually a really cool one. Oh my goodness, when you do the joke, keep ignoring Mabo. Mabo is the little pink character on the Minecraft videos. Test rule, please ignore. Please ignore, even though it's like super obnoxious. Swap sky. This is where we could change out the color of the sky. Looks like we got the end dimension. Stone gen replace. Spawns grass instead of stone. So we just dropped lava over the water. I try to convert it into grass. That changes something else. Now, what is it doing? Oh, chakra boxes? What? Applied realistic piston block sticking rules. Now it makes sense. Uh-oh. What does this mean? Oh! Oh! They made it so that it will always stick onto the block, no matter what block is in front. Oh, that is crazy. You could push these all the way out. Okay. Then you could actually pull them all back without having to extend them. That is really neat. So you can actually make really long piston extenders actually quite easily. I like that one a lot. Stack size double or half. We could change different blocks, maximum size you can carry of those. So we can get those. Oh, wow. Yeah, we could double the stack. People are always asking to have more blocks be able to be put in per stack. It might help a little bit with inventory management. But the main thing is we need more slots because there's more unique blocks. Special recipe. Enable wob recipe. What? Suspicious banner. So you can keep doing this to get all sorts of different weird recipes. Oh my goodness. It's the opposite of a bow. The wob. Wob. Backwards bow. The normal bow looks like, and this is what the other bow looks like. You shoot it. Shoots backwards. Oh my, that's so crazy. Quite the trick shot. This is diamond sword. And then, what's the opposite? Oh. What the heck? The last word is sword. The first word is, it's supposed to be diamond, but it's spelled weird. Maybe because the I is inside the D or something. When you hit a cow with it, it doesn't knock them backwards. It knocks them towards you. Okay, this is knockback 2. Just really goes flying past you. Long string. Programmer joke. So strings are like part of the code and there can be long formats. And this new banner can be crafted using a suspicious stew and paper. A new thing, special type of banner pattern. You might recognize what it looks like. It's a little Among Us character. Very suspicious. It says a chance of entity dropping spawn egg. I guess that could make a pretty interesting thing in the game. If you could get a spawn egg, you could put it into a spawner and change it, make ultimate mob farm. Or any mob. One called snitch, which usually means you tattle on somebody. Announce player votes in chat. Okay. They'll say who votes for what. Sneaking name visibility. That's where you can change it so people can see your name or not if you sneak. Silent vote so you don't know if people are voting. Rubies. Oh yeah, that's where you can use rubies for villagers. Rubies was in the game a long time ago when they first proposed villagers. So someone voted to change. So instead of buying stuff with emeralds or even rubies, you have to now use stained glass to purchase stuff from villagers. They voted to change the color of the sky when you go into this biome over here, which looks pretty nice. Rowing up that hill. Wait, is this the boat one? Does this mean we can now have it so our boats will row up the hill? This was a bug in the snapshots. Yay! People were wanting this. Oh, this is so funny how they add this stuff into the April Fools. Apparently hopping up one block isn't good enough for boats because they can actually hop up blocks as tall as 100 blocks tall. Oh, isn't that crazy? Just jump up there. Writable entities. That's one we were writing different mobs around. That's a lot of fun just by right clicking them. Place recipe output. So it switches different ones. So it could switch sandstone for stairs with a wooden shovel. Essentially, you could play one of those like modded kind of challenges where you try to get to the end dimension and defeat the dragon, but all your recipes are randomized. It's kind of like the random block thing. That would be a fun challenge. So they got a lot of different types here. Replace recipes, replace loot drops, randomize what mobs drop, replace items, replace item model. So all kelp are going to look like magma blocks. Oh yeah, that means you can't place these down as blocks because they're not actually blocks, or kelp. And you could put them into a furnace. Yes, and then you could use our backwards bow as fuel. You could actually cook the kelp. Yes, it turned into dried kelp. Oh, that would make it so challenging to understand what's going on in your game. There's also one for block models, so stuff can visually look different. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's crazy. It has the hitbox of Iron Door, but it has a look of it. Randomize your world a lot and then just start trying to do stuff. That would take you forever to do anything. Recipe flipped. Shape recipes accept only mirror recipes. Oh, so you can't make a stairs like that? Oh, I see. It is mirrored. Huh. That would be a tough one. There's also remove phantoms, so people never have to worry about phantoms. Recipe double or half, so when you craft something, you only get half as many. Random TNT fuse. You just don't know when it's going to go off. I'll just leave it over there. Do its thing. Oh, there it goes. Quorum percent. Apply set number of players needed to vote pass. Oh, so that's how much in order for something to vote pass. Prevent floating trees. What? They actually made this? Chop, chop, chop. Oh, prevent floating trees. They're no longer floating, I guess, because they got support. Break the bottom and run. These are plants. The tree can't float. President. Oh, I see. It makes somebody for president. Interesting. Pot gems. Okay, so if we break this. Oh, look at that. We do get gems. People said they wanted to make it so that when these are broken, they actually give you loot. So I guess you could change it out for whatever type of you want. Player head drop. What? Approve? Player can drop head when exploded by charged creeper. What? Okay, let's give this a try. Oh. It dropped a head. Except it dropped the default skin head. Raise head. That's the default skin. That'd be kind of cool, because sometimes servers like to have it so you can collect people's heads. Phantom. I guess they don't hurt you when they attack. Phantoms can also go right through blocks. And because they're a phantom, you can't actually do any damage to them unless you use beds. Because I guess that's kind of a reference to, using beds to avoid phantoms. Persistence parrots. They will never leave you. Hop on our shoulder. Doesn't matter if we fall down or do anything. Parrot will never leave us. Like, never leave us. Even if I want to get rid of the parrot, it doesn't come off the shoulder. Let's do /kill and see what happens. Oh my goodness, it's still there. They weren't joking about the parrot never leaving you. Perma effect. Prove, question mark. Also, give you a random effect for a permanent amount of time. Which is a reference to this video of mine. I guess if you want infinite effects, optimize light engine. Turn on light everywhere to improve light engine performance. Oh, it pretty much just gives you like night vision. Optimize. To optimize level to super 1000. What it does is actually change the F3. It's supposed to be on the F3 screen, but I don't see it. Only mending trades. All villagers have mending. This guy's even a shepherd, and he has mending. One called Obsidian Gin. Instead of something being produced into obsidian, you can make it to something else. Normal name visibility. Depends how you see the player's names. There's a whole bunch more related to voting. Times and disableness. Some of it costs items in order just to vote. Natural spawning replace. So you can switch out mobs. Instead of something spawning, something else can spawn. Natural spawn disable. Oh, so you can prevent certain things so they can never spawn into the game. Morrow wind power player movement. What? Move like Morrowind power game. Oh, that's this one. Must be like video game. Mini-Me? Oh! Oh, you're small, but you have a big head. There's one called Minecart Collisions, if they bump into each other. Oh yeah, they just bump into each other and break. There is two versions of it. One of them, they explode at high speed. The other one, they just break. The one we've always wanted, which is being able to milk any mob. Guys, we can finally come back and actually milk squids now, like we used to back in the day. Yay! I got milk from the squid. I actually remember when that update came out, and it was so funny to be able to milk squids. There's also Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which is a reference to their movable block entities, which we don't have in Java Edition, so we can't actually push containers in Java Edition. That means stuff we could normally not move, such as like this furnace. Let's go ahead and try to push it. Look at that! We pushed it, and it dropped whatever was inside of it. That's crazy. Man, we've wanted this for so long, so we can move stuff, and apparently they're able to actually get it into Java. Looks like the way they do it is they just make whatever it had inside, drop it, which would probably be the easiest way to make it without having to worry about items accidentally duping. So now you technically can have coppers placed on like flying machines that collect items rather than having like copper minecarts. Now there is some indication that this is actually coming to Java Edition, along with a new type of piston. As when they introduced the Blackstone, they purposely made it so it couldn't be used to craft stuff like droppers or pistons, because that's going to be used for a future recipe. So in the meantime, we'll just have to wait. Also change the loot, so either drop twice as many or half as much. Less gravity. Apply flip gravity rules. Earth feels like moon now. Oh, that's just like when we were on the moon. Kind of like a big jump and then maybe like some slow falling. Lava spread tick delay. You can change how fast you want the lava to spread each time. Oh yeah, you definitely see the speeds faster. What the heck? So putting a name tag on a wolf that's named to King Bee Dogs. Well, actually you put a crown on the dog, so it's like a king that is a dog. That's pretty funny. This is one of the Mojang developers' names. Keep your friends close. Oh, I see. It does actually work. So I'm constantly teleporting to this person who currently is trying to fly up to the moon. Copper sink one lets you actually craft the copper sink. When placed down, you can throw stuff inside of it, but if you throw something that is copper, it will just eat it up and make it go vanish. People wanting to sink copper into other items. So it's like an item sink, but just for copper. What the heck? Someone actually created a mining machine. Oh, that's crazy with all the mining blocks. They also increase the push limit. So item use speed. Multiply tool speed. Oh, so you can actually mine faster. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it there. Also change the item despawn time. Also item despawn. Never despawn items on the ground. Don't despawn items dropped by players. Oh, that's kind of useful. Visible armor. Look at that. You can put a helmet on, but no one can ever see it. You trick people into fighting you even though you're better geared than they are. Integer game rule. Change value of game rule. Respawn location radius to change random tick speed rate. Entity cramming threshold. So I guess it just randomly changes your game rules if you want some randomness to it. Insta cheese. Instant cheese from buckets. What? Oh, so milk bucket places down cheese. The new cheese block. Oh, oh, that makes sense because cheese is made out of dairy products. Inflammability. Change flammability of copper spleaves to high. What? Lime wool to low. Okay. Changing how flammable different blocks are. Well, that is something. So you can make things that aren't normally flammable actually burn. There's also one variation. It's called literally dry grass. It must be really high flammability. Infinite cakes. Oh my goodness. We're hungry. You can just keep eating cakes and they never ever get any smaller. That's amazing. Grumsy. I wonder if this is reference to Grum. Oh, it does. So I got the wolf turned upside down, even though it's named something else. Look at that. Oh, you could be just like Dinnerbone or Grum upside down. But it's just a visual. Grappling fishing rod. Ooh, that'd be really cool. I always see people make grappling mods. Should be able to throw it. Then I should be able to pull me. Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. Almost died. You can also move really quickly across the ground. Doesn't look like it uses any durability. Like a minigame or something, you get to your enemy God lightning. Uh-oh. It appears if I just left click, I'm able to create lightning wherever I point. People used to have this like on servers, you know, they just go around and create lightning all over the place. We turned on one called glowing glow squids. You can see they actually do put off like a glowing kind of sphere around them. Glow bees. Oh, that's so cool. They put off particles just like the glow squid does. Globe pitch. Change the pitch of every sound. Oh, so stuff sounds differently. Give item. Gives players random items. Guess I could keep things interesting. We even get some illegal items like a jigsaw block. Haunted world. The world is haunted? Wait, those pistons just activated by themselves. Okay, that is scary. What if they just randomly activate switches? Kind of like the copper golem was supposed to be able to, like randomly activate things. Footprints. So advanced project footprints. Status from footprints, question mark. What footprints? You start process for restoring footprint particles. So after you voted for the footprint thing 11 different times, you'll finally actually get the footprints in the game. And that's what they look like from the previous April Fools. Food restriction. Applied. A fish without chips diet. Oh, wow. Sweet diet. Beater diet. Man, this guy just eat beets. Meat lover diet. So you only eat meat. Only birthday cake, fish. Raw jumpers only. Sugar diet. Raw and woolly diet. Must be mutton only. Woolsome diet. Wait, you can actually eat wool. Pie diet. Expensive rabbit food diet. Bacon. Sliced diet. So must be things are cut up. Healthy diet. What would be healthy diet? Get baked diet. Weedy. X-ray. What? Shrooms, meat lovers, Michelin level expensive diet, river diet, soup kitchen, bingo diet, apples, sus diet, dubious spud must be potatoes, expensive rabbit food diet must be the rabbit stew, salmon, only eating Nemo, witching diet, maybe only potions, rotten diet must be like rot flesh, unboiled, unmashed, unstewed diet, raw potatoes, I guess. Pork bellies, eat your pig. Rule food restoration air block. You just have the air blocks. Toasty. Means you have to eat the toasty rabbit. Cow sushi. So it must be raw. It's also sushi. Be fish. A lot of different diets. So you could really have a unique playthrough of your Minecraft world, I guess. There's one called Fog Off, but what it does is it turns the fog on. It says remove fog from the game where there was a fog before, and vice versa. So I guess there was no fog. Floating head mode. Oh, that's what we had earlier. Just our head. Flint exploder. That sounds deadly. Flint and steel can explode any block. Oh, we gotta have fun with this. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, what the heck? Fix QC. So this must be quasi connectivity. Quasi fixed connectivity. Oh, and it actually does work. Okay. Oh, that is something. So you can have it just like Bedrock Edition. It's also fixed pistons. Pistons explode when powered. What? Oh, yeah. Fixed pistons. I mean, in real life, pistons can explode. Sort of. That's usually if they're not fixed. Fish anything. Polluted oceans, fish anything. Does that mean we can like pretty much get any loot from fishing? Diamond boots? What? Oh, dude, that would make your Minecraft world a lot more interesting to play. Fast hoppers, is that what I think it is? Fast hoppers, but hopper minecarts are now slow. What? You know how hopper minecarts used to pull items out of chests really fast, but normal hoppers were slow. Oh my god, look how fast they are! That's insane! I guess they made normal hoppers slow. Because you can't have the best of both worlds. Oh, look how slow they are now. Explosion power. Change extra explosion power from 0 to 1. Well, here we got a bigger number. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. They make bigger and bigger holes. Exploding phantoms? Phantoms explode on contact. Well, at least that would get rid of them. They wouldn't keep bugging you. Oh, that was a big explosion. That wasn't just like a little explosion. They're kind of like creepers, but just on contact. There's no cooldown. Evil eye. Get evil eyes. So evil eyes gives you kind of like laser eyes. So whatever you like point and you click, your hand doesn't even move, but you just instantly delete blocks, kind of like laser eyes, I guess. You can also destroy blocks super far away. Like as far as you can look, you can right click and destroy stuff. You can also destroy mobs from really far just by looking at them and clicking. So there is an entity collision one. It says entities collide with each other. Oh, they're like blocks pretty much. You can't push anything. And it looks like it's very similar to their actual hitboxes. You summon a cow. It can move, but you can't intersect it. If it tries to walk through you, it can't walk through you, and you can't walk through it. So you could actually get boxed in with mobs like this. Look at that, stay on top of the cow. Enderman, pick up anything. Okay, have fun, Enderman. So finally, Enderman actually picked up something not normal, which is some leaf blocks. Oh, egg free. Chickens lays blocks of coal. Wait, doesn't actually stop them from laying eggs. This makes them lay other things. Oh my goodness. Lay random assigned item. Reshuffle. That's kind of cool. If you vote for dupe occurrence chance, then if you kill a mob that has a chest like a donkey or a mule or a llama, there will be a chance it drops this block here. And this is the dupe block. It used to be the default texture on blocks that weren't given a texture. They could turn out looking like this, and the actual textures, or in some items, when you hold them, they look just like this, look like a huge, crazy thing that you're carrying. But then they removed it in 1.13 when they changed the block IDs. This is a reference to my ultimate mob generator, where I show where you can have a mob hold items, and then when you kill it while it's going through the entrance end portal, it'll actually duplicate the items. Everybody started using my discovery and became really popular. Eventually got fixed in 1.15. But what's cool about this item is you can put this item into the crafting table along with any item that you want to have more of. And just like that, you can actually duplicate the item. And the break chance for the dupe hack changes the probability of the little item being destroyed while crafting. For those people that enjoy doing the dupes in game, you can do them in the snapshot. And the no texture being used for the duping is a further reference to me as I was always holding this item. Dream mode. Oh, kind of makes everything kind of hazy like you see in dream movies. It says life's a dream. There's a whole bunch of different effects for the dream world, including increased chance of lightning strikes, player not actually being able to get hit by lightning. When you fall, you don't take as much fall damage. There's a higher chance of finding pink sheep, higher chance of getting soul speed or soul speed iron boots from piglin bartering, as well as increased chance of getting fire resistance from them, and increased chance of getting ender pearls from piglin bartering. The player's luck attribute will also go up by 100, decreased chance of the eyes of ender breaking, increased chance of getting rare stuff from rare loot tables or enchantments. Protection has been buffed, doubled your sharpness effects, also higher chance of getting luck with fishing, getting more from loot drops, as well as fortune and decrease of phantoms. Some of these references have to do with like in real life dreams and stuff that occurs in those. There's also the reference to the ender pearls, which is a reference to the Minecraft YouTuber dream getting more ender pearls with piglin bartering. Disable shield, probably just disable shield stops you from blocking with your shield. Disable item tooltips, that's what we had on earlier. You can see what items what. Their bone is. I'm guessing that's probably the same as like the Grum one. So we can say Enderman. Look at that. Make all the Endermen be upside down. Default sheep color. The sheep's default color will change. Dead bush renewable. Dead bushes are now renewable, but saplings need more water not to dry out. Oh, so the saplings themselves turn into dead bushes. Makes sense. So if we just leave a sapling down here, then it's going to turn into a dead bush. But if you don't want it to be converted, then you're going to have to place in some water beside it. I guess kind of like farmland. We'll leave those there. Day length? That's what we had earlier on the server. Someone made the day length super long, like an hour long. Day beds. Oh, or you can use beds to sleep away the day. Sweet dreams in the daytime. Oh, it does. Okay, we're gonna try to use the Elytra to fly up into the moon. Like once you get around like 1,000 Y, it switches over. Oh yeah, now you're in the moon. Oh, that's cool. You can actually fly to the moon. Damage modifier, that's normally changes like how much damage you take. So multiply damage type in fire by 2. Midas curse by 2. Wither bad respawn point by 2. Wow, there's some falling block. So essentially you just take more damage from things. That could make your hardcore world more hardcore. Copy skin. So doing this can get you someone else's random skin on the server. The saplings actually did dry up. This one also dried up. Apparently it wasn't close enough to the water. Colored lights. Lime colored lights. Ooh. So it just tints everything that is putting off light. Ah. You can't get specific colors, but I'll just choose one of these other colors. Code point style. Applied change B. Always render as dark red. Oh, this is what we had earlier. We couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. It's called code point style. How about gen replace? Oh, look at that. You can make like a custom world. Or let's say you can't get a certain type of block, you can just add it so you can get whatever block you need, just with the early game cobblestone gen. The question is, how do you get the lava? That's the main hard part. Usually you have to make a mod to get the lava, otherwise place it in. Charge creepers. All creepers are charge creepers. What? That would be nice for testing, but also make your world a lot scarier. There's also a code point change for the style. Buttons on things. You can place buttons and much more stuff on much more stuff. Does that mean I can place like rails on top of this? Oh, okay. So it pretty much makes blocks that need support, like a full block. You can pretty much put it on top of there. Bouncy castle. That's the one with the slime block. You just start bouncing. It just never stops. You can actually get to the moon this way as well. Boat collision. Oh, so now they're kind of like the minecarts where if they collide at high speeds, they either break or explode. There's a whole bunch of different ones for biomes. They could change like the water fog, the water color, the sky color, the grass color, the foliage color, and also normal fog. Binary game rule. This changes random game rules. Deal freeze damage. Big moon. Oh, this is the moon that pulls us. Big romantic moon. Be careful what you wish for. Our scientists have warned us about the unintended consequences. Yeah, the gravity of the moon is pulling you towards it. That's actually a pretty good one. Also got the big head mode, which is how we got our player heads really big. Beta entity IDs. Oh yeah, so this is how it was back in the day, where their IDs would show up and yeah, you could actually see them through the wall. So what you do is you turn on your F3 and you can see every single mob that was underneath your base. So you know exactly where you didn't light up in order to make a good perimeter for mobs to spawn directly inside your farm. It was actually pretty awesome. Used it quite a bit in early days of Minecraft. Beeloons. They must be the bees that are balloons. Okay, so they look normal now. And we'll grab them with the leads. They kind of feel like balloons too. They're all trying to go upwards. So if we turn it off, we'll see what they normally look like. I think they're going to move more along the ground. Yeah. I want to summon a whole bunch of them and see if I fly. Oh, they do. Yes! If you get enough of them, you actually float. Actually, it seems like I'm floating. They're supposed to be going above me, but I guess it gives you the effect. It's another way you can get to the moon, I guess, is getting enough balloons. What happens if you get rid of a couple of them? Okay, I'm still going up. Still going up. Oh, now I'm going down. Yeah, I'm going down. I don't have enough bees. Just like real balloons. You don't have enough of them, you're going to fall. Let's see if I get rid of one more. Oh, now I'm falling pretty fast. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if I take damage. Oop, yeah, I died. Beds on banners. Beds on banners. Oh, the banner turned into a bed. The bed is on the banner. If you're holding a banner, you're actually holding a bed. Why did they decide to do this? Is this some kind of meme? I guess now vampires could sleep sitting up. Bedrock shadows. Minecraft Bedrock Edition style entity shadows. How are their shadows different? Oh, I guess they change as things get closer to the ground. I'm not too sure. I usually have my shadows off, so I don't know. Basalt generations. You can also change how basalt turns into different things. Auto jump alternatives. You can either have it on, true, question mark, yes. Auto jump on. Everything you set it to is always set to on. No, people don't want auto jump. Attack knockback. Well, multiply knockback. Okay, let's try sword knockback. Oh yeah, it does knock him back. So less interaction updates. It says less updates from player interaction. Actually none at all. So you can do stuff like break part of something and leave the other half up. It's kind of like using update suppression. Also, the rails don't update, so it doesn't go uphill. There's Enderman block update. Teach Enderman how to place blocks correctly. This probably makes it so Enderman, when they place their block, it doesn't update other blocks, which could break stuff. So turning on minecart lies says expose minecart lies, where minecarts will now always stay horizontal, even if they're going up like inclines. This is probably a reference to their hitbox, because their hitbox would always stay square when they go up and down stuff, despite them looking like they would actually turn up. So when you obfuscate players' names, it changes your name to a bunch of jumbled stuff. The parent trap one is supposed to shuffle the player's position. There's one called rain, as well as thunder, which will make the probability of these things occurring a lot more likely. There's a WIP one, which stands for work in progress. If you try to approve this one, it will kick you from the game. It says nice try. And this will also pop up saying you tried to remove Herobrine. So after unlocking NBT crafting, you can put name tags into a stonecutter, and this is going to cut away the name part of it as well as the tag part of it. So you can convert those into tags as well as names. They're separate. Then you can turn on and take those tags, put them into the stonecutters, and just get the bits out of them. You see you could get 16 bits out of each of them. Then the bits can be used to craft other symbols, which are used in order to do coding. Then you can also use these to craft other things like string tag with a string and a tag, or a bit tag. And with multiple bits, you can get a short tag or integer tag. And if you don't craft anything correctly, you'll get to the syntax error. And I'll explain what you probably did wrong. So we need some more bits. well as a long tag. You can also add boats to the tag to make a float tag. More boats will create a double tag. And using these properly like you would in coding, where we got a name and then a bit tag between curly brackets, can actually get you a compound tag. Or you can get a list tag, and you can actually craft the syntax error to get that as an item as well. So because you can fish up any item in the game, it's possible to actually fish up a command block that's in a minecart. And then you could actually rename it, give it a specific MBT, and then use that to actually run the command to give the player any item possible in the game. Though I haven't quite figured out how to do it. And if you take part in 256 votes, you'll get this cool advancement called Pro Voter. So here on the menu screen, there's actually quite a few different splash messages. Make your voice be heard. Freedom of choice. I demand a recount. Can't blame developers for your choices. The chosen challenge. To the moon. Choose your own adventure. The golden vote. Vote. Game-changing votes. Online voting. Everything to do with voting, I guess. Also on the Minecraft official page on April Fool's, this popped up with 2 chickens. And if you would click on the 2 chickens, they would continue to breed until the entire screen is just full of chickens. I have to say that this April Fool's is probably on par with the infinite snapshot one. That was a pretty crazy one. And also on par with the 1 block at a time. This one they really aimed towards kind of like giving things that people always ask for, or different memed objects. So it definitely shows that they can do this kind of stuff in vanilla survival, but they just don't really want to, because probably it's not very Minecrafty. But maybe some of the stuff will eventually make it into the final game. You can see how crazy the world got over the few hours of letting everybody be able to join and play and do their different things. If there was any other secret little things in this April Fool's that I missed in this video, let me know down in the comments. You guys can always catch me live streaming every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can find the IP on my Discord as well as other information in the description. What did you guys all think about the April Fools? You can check out more crazy glitches in Minecraft in this playlist here, or this one, how I'm designing an automatic farm for every single item in the game of Minecraft. Thanks everybody who joined this crazy adventure of playing around with all the new things and trying to discover what you could all do with the latest April Fool's tricks. All the little people. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!